Hi, this is Mike. I'm reading Robert Alter's translation of Exodus. This is chapter 9. And Yahweh said to Moses, Come into Pharaoh, and you shall speak to him. Thus said Yahweh, God of the Hebrews, Send off my people, that they may worship me. But if you refuse to send them off, and you still hold on to them, look, the hand of Yahweh is about to be against your livestock which is in the field, against the horses, against the donkeys, against the camels, against the cattle, and against the sheep, a very heavy pestilence. And Yahweh will set apart the livestock of Israel from the livestock of Egypt, and nothing of the Israelites will die. And Yahweh set a fixed time, saying, Tomorrow Yahweh will do this thing. And Yahweh did this thing on the next day, and all the livestock of Egypt died. But of the livestock of Israel, not one died. And Pharaoh sent, and look, not a single one had died of the livestock of Israel. And Pharaoh's heart hardened, and he did not send off the people. And Yahweh said to Moses and to Aaron, Take you handfuls of soot from the kiln, and let Moses throw it toward the heavens before Pharaoh's eyes. And it shall become a fine dust over all the land of Egypt, and it shall become on man and on beast a burning rash, erupting in boils in all the land of Egypt. And they took the soot from the kiln and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses threw it toward the heavens, and it became a burning rash with boils erupting on man and on beast. And the soothsayers could not stand before Moses because of the burning rash, for the burning rash was on the soothsayers and in all of Egypt. And Yahweh toughened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not heed them, just as Yahweh had spoken to Moses. And Yahweh said to Moses, Rise early in the morning and station yourself before Pharaoh, and you shall say to him, Thus said Yahweh, God of the Hebrews, Send off my people that they may worship me. For this time I am about to send all my scourges to your heart, and against your servants, and against your people, so that you may know that there is none like me in all the earth. For by now I could have sent forth my hand, and I could have struck you and your people with pestilence, and you would have been wiped off the face of the earth. And yet, for this I have let you stand, so as to show you my power, and so that my name will be told through all the earth. You still block the way to my people, not sending them off. Look, I am about to rain down very heavy hail at this time tomorrow, the like of which there has not been in Egypt from the day of its founding until now. And now gather in your livestock and everything you have in the field, every man and the beasts that will be in the field and that are not taken indoors. The hail shall come down on them, and they shall die. Whoever feared Yahweh's word among Pharaoh's servants sheltered his slaves and his livestock indoors. And whoever paid no mind to Yahweh's word left his slaves and his livestock in the field. And Yahweh said to Moses, Stretch out your hand over the heavens, that there be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man and upon beast and upon all the grass of the field in the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched out his staff over the heavens, and Yahweh let loose thunder and hail, and fire went along earthward, and Yahweh rained hail on the land of Egypt. And there was very heavy hail, with fire flashing in the midst of the hail, the like of which there had not been in all the land of Egypt from the time it became a nation. And hail struck through all the land of Egypt, whatever was in the field, from man to beast. And all the grass of the field did the hail strike, and every tree of the field did it smash. Only in the land of Goshen, in which the Israelites were, was there no hail. And Pharaoh sent and called to Moses and to Aaron and said to them, I have offended this time. Yahweh is in the right, and I and my people are in the wrong. Entreat Yahweh, and no more of God's thunder and hail, and let me send you off, and you shall not continue to stay. And Moses said to him, As I go out of the city, I shall spread out my hands to Yahweh, The thunder will stop, and the hail will be no more, so that you may know that the earth is Yahweh's. And as for you and your servants, I know that you still do not fear Yahweh God. And the flax and the barley were struck, for the barley was in bud and the flax was in ear, but the wheat and the emmer were unripened. And Moses went out from Pharaoh's presence, out of the city, and spread out his hands to Yahweh. And the thunder stopped, and the hail and the rain were not slewest earthward. And Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunder had stopped, and he continued to offend, and he hardened his heart, both he and his servants. And Pharaoh's heart toughened, and he did not send off the Israelites, just as Yahweh had spoken through Moses.